Good morning, y'all. I know this is not my day, but we're gonna rock with it anyway. We're gonna rock with it anyway. Gonna get started in a couple of seconds. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, you all. Again, I just want to apologize. First of all, I'm not that good. Let me dispose of this. And a good Sunday morning to everybody. Good morning, y'all. I know it's kind of light out there. On the back, I could try to use my windows in my house instead of using lights. Just one of those things that I do. The sun is coming through. It's 100 and some degrees in Texas. I was getting ready to say in Chicago. Never mind where I am, but yes, I am in Texas. I'm still a Chicago native, y'all. You can see I got on my buzz gear. Hey, we doing it in the preseason, and it's just one of those things that we have to deal with because that's where I was majority of my life. I started out like this, and hey, it's something that will never die. How they say old legends die hard. Guess what? Yes, I'm an old legend. I am an ancient legend. Let's put it like that. And so that brings us today into our game day profit playbook. We are live right now. This is week 2. And I just want to thank everybody for coming in. I know that this is not my day. I don't expect that many people to come in. I'm just throwing it out on the wing, trying to make up for Wednesday because Wednesday was just not a good allergy day for me. I don't know what it is about this Texas air here, but hey, it's a mother. It's a mother on a sister, and she has a hard time. So today we are, first of all, let me introduce myself for those that do not know me. If you just jumping in on a whim, I hope that you can stay and find something that you may like. My name is Gia. I am the owner of Gia's Designz, where I help crafters, those that are beginners, those that want to just do things for their children because maybe their money might be a little funny, and all of us have a funny money day. Depending on where we are in our lives, it can happen, right? And if you want to do things for your family or friends that you may not be able to afford, sometimes you want to give gifts and you cannot give them because you don't have that money. They be asking for this astronomical stuff, especially when you're talking about that sports world. Well, I am here to help you if you are there trying to find a way to get down on this sports thing. Here in the South, sports is big with these sisters. These sisters don't play. I mean, you get them in other areas that don't play, but in this here South, y'all, these sisters are treacherous with their game. And trust you me, come up and ask them to do something during the time that a football game is on, and they're gonna throw you to the rear. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get on into it. Today is about those party favors, okay? And those party favors can be beautiful, especially when you have one of those live you have a live a game, you throw it up on the jumbotron type of a screen or whatever, and you want to enjoy, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just that time to enjoy. And trust you me, I'm not one of the ones that believe in wearing these scars, but baby, it go with this thing here that I got on. Y'all can see. Hi, and wait. I got it on my behind, baby. So yes. Hey Shay, thanks for tuning in. Shay's in the house. I just want to say thank you for showing up, because again, this was not a scheduled live. I just basically jumped in and figured that I'd make up for that time that I messed up on Wednesday. And yes, we will be back on Wednesday, moving into the third part of our series. And that part of that series is going to be about, what is it about? I can't think of all of that stuff, because today is just about this here. And what we're going to do today, we're going to try to do a couple of designs, see how fast we can pull that thing in. And let's see. Now, first, I wanted to bring up some of the stuff, because I have made a lot of things. And like I said, even though I have not done a lot, well, I've done a lot, but I haven't done a lot, okay? And it's like I have been doing cards. My brothers, they do their little dominoes, they do their cards, they sit down and they have their cigars. Some of them have board games. I'm thinking about trying to do a board game. That'll be one of those things for next week. I'm gonna do a board game and make it look like, what my brothers do. You know what my sisters do. We're going to sit down, we're going to talk stuff, and you got to come how, you got to stay home. And especially when it come down to them cards, and that's the reason why we have to do them cards, because I don't know about in Chicago. Let me tell you, you don't play no spades. That's for kids. Kids play spades. In Chicago, you play bid whist, and you don't play with no one trump game. So these are the things that I want to bring out. And I'm trying to pull up this background. And so bear with me while I try to add this file. Let's see how it works. And let me tell you, I have messed up my computer, and some of the stuff is coming up slowly, but it's not coming up all the way. I have made some backgrounds that are basically just gone. Some of my graphics are gone. I spilled some water or whatever it was. I think it was water that I spilled on my computer, and it went all down in the keys. And thank God I'm still able to pull up some of the stuff. I called the people to try to get them to come and check on the stuff that I have, and they have not gotten back in contact with me, but it's just one of those things that happen. So let's see where we at. I swear I wanted to show this. It's like, man, we're going to go ahead and just get back into whatever we're going to do, because I just messed that up. I'll probably use it next week. How about that? So we are just going to go ahead and get into our designing. Now, party favors. What are we talking about when we go into our party favors? We're talking about our chip bags. Usually that's the big thing, right? It makes everything look good. We're talking about our candy bars. Those come well. We're talking about our, I wouldn't say Capri Suns with our sports, but when you talk about, us as adults, because sometimes we need to have fun. You might have, for women, might have their wine bottles or whatever. The men may have their cognac and all this other stuff. So, those are the things that you may want to have. And with you having those things, you want to make sure that you do something that can actually make everything look good. You want everything to look good. I'm trying to see. I see if I have somebody else in. But I'll come back and check on that now. So why don't we just go on ahead and get into a chip bag? How about that? How about we go into a chip bag? We've already done the basics on the thing, because now we're talking about football, right? You got your football. We've already made a design. Sorry, I'm a Chicago Bears fan, Chicago Bulls fan, Chicago Sox fan, because I'm from the south side of Chicago. And we also have the Hawks, which is our hockey. And I'm not much of a hockey fan. Not that much of any of them. You know what I mean? They're not paying me any money. But anyway, let's go on ahead. We're going to go ahead and go into, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to start from my whole screen. I actually had to redo my screen and let everything go. So we're going to go ahead and come on up and touch up into this Canva, which I was right at the front of my thing. So, okay. I want you to, I'm going to see if I can recreate a design that I did before, right? Okay, so what do we do when we do our creations in Canva? We start out with that word, create, right? Now, do I have wait a minute, hold on. Let me make sure, because I know sometimes at the stage, okay, there we go. I think I got me up, because you can see about 500 things up there. Okay, so let's go straight into the Canva. Okay, and here we are in Canva. We go into our create. This is where we start everything. We're going up to create. Now, the way you can do a lot of things. You can start out with the presentation. Not really one of the things that we do, but let's just get started with the size. So this is how I start. You hit your custom size. I know there's some geniuses out there that can go with some pixelations, but me, I go with some inches, because that's what I do. Okay, so let's go with it. We're gonna go with the 11-inch for the width, and then we're going to go with the height of 8.5. That's your regular paper size, 8.5 by 11, but we're going into the landscape, okay? And we're going to create us a design, okay? Now, you can start out with the template. I am not a template person, especially, I just got a different flavor. Nothing wrong with the templates. If you need a template, and I think we've started with templates before, you do just that, okay? Now, let's go and pull the things that we have. With us doing our design already before, let's get a reminder of that design. And I know I did a little extra stuff with it, but let's go on ahead and go into our upload. And in our uploads, you can see everything that we've uploaded. Now, prayerfully, I will have some of the stuff that I have done. Now, I don't know how big that is. Okay, there we go. There is the design that we made, right? Now, we are going to make our design the middle of the chip bag. And I know we don't have that. I can always create something from a template, but I'm just not. Okay. So I'm going to make this. I don't need that much. I don't need that much front, back, or whatever. Okay, so what do we have here? What's the size on that? We have a size of, I usually do 5x7, but I'm not so cool about that. I've said like 5.5 and worked that 5.5 by 7.1. That gives us enough because we don't want to go outside of that bleed line, even though I will be doing the design outside of the bleed line. But we don't want to go outside of that bleed line, which is indicated here with this dark line, right? It's just there on GP. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to make sure we're in the middle. Now, that pink line is telling us that, or it's pink or purple, whatever your eyes see, is telling you when you're in the middle. It's telling you in the middle of going vertically and horizontally, because it's actually in the middle both ways, and that is what you're striving for. Okay? Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and lock it. Well, I don't like locking. I don't even know why I lie like that. Don't even lie. So I'm not even going to lie, okay? So we're going to go on ahead and we're going to look for I might as well go on ahead and look for my top and my bottom, right? And I am the queen of going to find a glitter, right? Pick the color that you want and move forward. I'm going to go with this orange because it will pop out the colors that is in the design. We always want to pop out the colors in the design. You don't want it to be blue, if not necessarily blue, unless you give it a different color. So let's say you want to go with blue, and I am deaf on colors. Let me move this up and let me close this out. And you know what? I'm going to sign in on my phone so that I can see if anybody has anything to say. Sorry about that. Let me get this together because I am blind by myself. Okay, let's go with YouTube. And I'm going to bring it in. Hey, Q is live today. She live right now. Okay, so let's go here. And I'm going in and I am going to, and it does not have me live. That's weird. Let me check and make sure I'm live. It says I'm live, right? I'm thinking that I'm live. I got to be live if Shay is here, right? Shay, can you tell me where you watching me from? Okay, because I'm looking at my phone and my phone is not coming up live at all. It's not saying that I'm live. Okay. Let me see. Here we go. And nothing. Let's see. Week 2. Here we go. And okay, nothing. There it is. It doesn't say that I'm live, but I am. Okay, got it. So just in case somebody is saying something, I can read it. Okay. All right. Now, so let me go back to my screen in Canva. All right. So if you go into your colors, the colors is what you're going to match everything with, right? And with you going into your colors and making sure that you're matching, you don't want to get the main color, which is like all the way around, unless it's just something that you're just trying to like touch a background on because you're just making it bigger so it can fit something. But when you're trying to do something, you want to somewhat have a contrast, right? So if you go into a blue, you might want to try this blue, but by me having not as much orange in there, we're always going to go with the color and enhance it. So the orange is what we want to enhance. So I am going into my elements, right? And in elements, I'm going to put in orange glitter. Now, when you go into your glitter, and you're going to hit search, right? You have, remember, we always talk about the fact that you have your certain things that you can use. You can have your graphics, which is here, and you can also have your photos, which is here, right? Now, this is the thing about those. Your graphics in certain things are not as strong as your photos. Your photos, if you got something you want it to be strong, you want it to be highlighted, you want it to pop, you want to go into photos. If you want something to accent that's not going to be too hard, you go on ahead and go into graphics. So I'm going to go into my photos and look at all of them, right? Now, I can actually go in, hit one, change the color, but I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I get something that's going to fit perfectly. I'm thinking this orange is really going to pop that, right? Now, when you look at it, you can add it here and see exactly what's what. Let's bring that down. Okay. Okay, so I'm putting this up here. I'm thinking that I'm thinking it might do. Let's see about this one. Which one is going to work the best? I'm going to pull them next side to side. Now, I'm thinking, this orange fits this orange in that letter better. So why not? I love this orange that's on here, but it's not fitting it and complementing it as much as the other. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to bring it over. You take your little cursor and put it on your graphic, and you move it, right? So I'm going to move this, and I'm even going to use the bleed line just because, and I'm bringing it down, right? Now, if you did it correctly, you can duplicate it, right? Click on your image, you hit duplicate, you bring it down, right? And it matched up perfect. Why? Because it's the exact same size from the top to the bottom. Now, just for posting purposes, we're going to go ahead and lock this, right? To lock it, you're going to go and you're going to right click the image. You hit lock here, right? That's locking the position again. And you hit it again, and that's locked. It won't move while you're working. Okay? All right. Now, this is what I did. I'm tired of doing the same old, same old. I wanted to look more like something that women can use just as well as men, because you want to appeal to our brothers because they are the ones that watch the football and everything more. So rather than to go in and just throw a picture of this and a picture of that, what did I do? I went in crazy, right? I don't know where my mind be going, but I went in, and just to show you exactly, I went to old Google and I figured, hey, let's borrow a little something to go with our image, right? And now that we're in Google, I'm going to put in the schedule of the football team that I like. My schedule is going to be Chicago Bears football schedule. I know that's right. Now, I guess that would be 2026, right? Now, so I want to go with the images. I hope the image that I pick comes up. Now, do you see how many of these are here, right? They got some nice little stuff that you can kind of borrow, right? So, and not only that, but it tells you the regular season, the actual preseason, because we're in preseason game time, right? So you have a lot to pick from, and you want to get something that's going to accent what you have. Now, I love this one. right here. That is not the one that I picked when I started out with this graphic. I think I picked, I don't know, but I like this one. I'm sorry. So let's see what we can do with it. Even though it's rather long, I'm going to hit right click it, hit copy image. And I'm going to come on over into my thing, into my image, and I'm going to hit paste. I might be able to work with this, right? Now, this is going to go over here, right? Because again, we don't want it to be regular, we want it to be fitting, right? So what am I going to do? Me being the person that I am, I'm going to go ahead and go back in here. Let's go back on into Google. Well, no, we can stay here. No sense in going anywhere. We're going to go and hit elements right here in Canva. And guess what we're going to hit? Football stadium, right? Because that's what we're looking at. And again, I'm trying to appeal to all of our females and males. Something about that 50-yard line make me sing, right? So I'm going to look for something that's going to be, and yes, I could go with graphics, but look at how they look. That's the difference between graphics and photos, right? Photos look more real, even though this is enhanced. You know that this is not a real football field, but basically, this is a good one too. So it's between this one and this one. How are we gonna work that? Do I want that many lights? Not necessarily. So that's what's going to be my determining factor. I want that 50 to be there, right? So what am I doing? I am going to bring this over. Oops. And then I am going to bring this down. I guess I'm going to have to use the top only, but I want that 50 to show. So I can actually just let that fit right there in the middle. Right? Now, let's see what we can do to make that stay there. And I want it to kind of come down below that. That graphic. And to do this, I'm going to actually have to do some finagling because I want that 5 and that 0 to show. What do? I'm going to work with it, right? I got to bring it down some more because I want that whole 5 in there and I want that whole 0 in there. It's just me. Okay. All right. Now, this is how much room I got. So that's all I got to work with. What do? If we had this up in the front, we move it to position. We go into our layers. We take it and put it behind our graphic, right? Now, for me to get what I want, I'm going to have to bring that puppy down here. And I'm going to have to figure out something that will get me where I want it to be. Because if I move this particular one, let's see how much we can use. Let's see. I can fake some stuff. Some of it I cannot. And that's about where I'm going to have to be able to get it from. It's right there. All right. Now, to do that, I can probably take something like this. I don't particularly care for that light that's right there. But we'll see what happens. We're going to position it behind that one. Okay. And I don't like it. So, of course, I don't like it. All right. So, let's see what we can do. We're going to have to work with it the way we got it. Now, again, I want that 50 to show. So, again, what do we have here? We have a schedule. Something that the men can use, something that the women can use. Say you have friends that believe in is at your house this week, is at somebody else's the next week. You got to do this and you got to do that. And I have friends that actually do a big whatchamacallit with the group. They have to do, I guess the games that they watch are on Sundays. And if it's your turn to fix the to have the viewing, you have to do the dinner, and they want a Sunday dinner specific. They want Sunday dinner. They want you to get down in that kitchen and cook. And you cannot have your wife or your significant other helping you. It has to be you. If you don't do it correctly, guess what? They make you do it the next week. Ain't that some sweet stuff, y'all? But anyway, so let's keep going. I got my thing here. I might put some lights in here or whatever. But what else do I like? Me? That is not where I was it? Okay. That's not it. Where's my... Okay. Let's go with another one. I want a football helmet, right? And why did I get Chicago Bears helmet? And I'm going to go with a logo after that. But we want a helmet. We want it to look, I want it to be orange because I'm pulling up the orange. I'm going to copy that image, right click it, bring it down, and boom, paste it. And there we go. What do we have? We had that white background, which we don't believe in. We hit the BG remover, which is your background remover. Ensure that you have your purple area that's over the graphic is what you want to remove. BG remover, right? Okay, now looking good, right? Because we love it when we have a football, whatchamacallit. Now, let's just say, who are they playing today? I mean, not today. I don't think they play today. Can't remember. But say they playing somebody else. You want to go ahead and throw their little stuff in there. Even though we don't care nothing about their stuff. But okay. That's cool. Let's look at that schedule. Let's go back. Okay. Go back to where we were. And who are they playing next? Today is, that's in, looks like they playing, no, that's just the regular season. Where in the heck is the whatchamacallit? Come on now. Give me some stuff with some pre-season too. Regular season. Let's go with this football. Preseason schedule. Okay, so who do they play? Ooh, am I looking at? That's the 15th, the 22nd. The 29th is their next game. They playing the Titans. I don't even know nothing about the Titans. Okay. And that will be on the 29th. Okay, so let's just say the Titans. Who is the Titans? What city is that? I don't know. Titans helmet. Yeah. What happened with my helmet? I know I had it there. And we're going to pull that from, and there's a, oh, and it's pretty. You got a lot of nerds being pretty. So, we're going to take looks like that's the only one that they have. That's pretty. Okay, we're going to take a copy of that. We're going to take it and put it right next to our image of them that's showing what's going on. That would be something good to have. We're going to go in. We're going to hit our BG remover, right? Pow, pow! And we have our Titans. Stop. We have our Titans helmet. Kind of good thing to show who's fighting, who is what, who's doing when, who's doing who's doing how. And then I'm sure that I got to make this smaller. And we are going to make it small enough where it looks like they're in, baby, a competition. And boom. Right? I don't want them to look like they bigger than my babies. Okay. So we got that there. Let's put some more lights in there. We want the stadium to pop a little bit. Stadium lights. What the heck? Why can I not just type correctly? All right. Stadium lights. Yes. Okay. Let's go with it. Now, the funny thing about the lights is you can't necessarily get everything. I think I can get this one. I'm not so sure. Hit that BG remover. It's saying they can't. So there we go. That's a no. That's a no. Come on. What the heck? Delete. Okay, let's find something else. I don't like that. I don't know why I want it to be a night game, but I always do. Let's try that. Let's see if I can. I love this. I don't know why, but I do. And it's not going to let me remove anything. Okay. All right. No problem. Play me. Why don't you? Okay. Let's find us some stadium lights that's going to work. Let's go to, will that let me do it? Ha! It took out everything. Okay. Now, let's try and see if we can recover some of this. Okay. So let's hit BG remover again and again. The only thing it gave me was the guy. We want to make sure we get him out. That's not what I want. So I am, the thing is saying erase. This is who I'm taking out of the BG, right? Because that's not what I wanted. I wanted the light. So I'm taking out all of this. Boom. Now, nothing there, right? Let's hit the restore button, right? Everything is knocked out. What do I want? I want the light. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring down my little brush and I'm going to bring in my lights. So what I'm doing is I'm actually highlighting. And when I highlight, that is going to bring in that graphic, that part of the graphic. So I'm just bringing in the light. That's all I want. So I'm bringing in the light, pot out. Let's see how well I get this pole. Because I'm not that straight of a person, especially when I don't have my mouse pad. And it doesn't have to be perfect, not on this. Okay? And we're not going to have it like a straightforward thing, but we're just going to have it where it's going to bring us something. That is so horrible, but it's good enough for what I need. Because I don't have my mouse pad. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. There. We have a light. And I don't like it, but guess what? We're going to make it work. Now, again, we are going to make this. We're going to bring down the opacity. So what do? We go up in the area, up in the top. We're going to hit the transparency. And we're going to bring it down. Right? And I don't like it. So it ain't going in my graphic. I don't care how I did that one. Just was not working. Not for me, it wasn't. And sometimes that happens. And what you have to know is how to just say no. You're not going to use it. Okay, here we go. We got just lights on this one. I like that. I'm going to take that. I thought I erased that other piece. And this is just the lights. And what I'm doing here is taking the lights and just using the lights alone. Now, I know that looks strong, but what we're going to do next is going to make it look a little bit better. Okay. All right, so this one I did not want. I don't know why it's still there. We're going to make this smaller, right? And we're going to make it much smaller. That'll do for right now. Now, I am going to make this turn so it won't look so funny. And we are going to bring it down. And you can use your little arrow. If you can't control it, you can use it and bring it down. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to put it on the other side also. And I'm going to move it. I'm going to go up where it says flip. And I'm going to flip it. Okay. That kind of makes it, I think it looks like it's going down in the opposite direction. And you're trying to make it where it, I don't know if that's the right flip though. Let's try it again. That looks like it's the wrong way. And let's try that one. Baby. Who knows? But anyway, so what I do to make sure that the flip is looking better is I add some more light, right? Now, what you have to do is you got to go into your elements, and you can hit shine. What do you call it? Spotlight. That's what I call it. I don't know if that's the right thing, but I put in spotlight, right? So the spotlight's here. You want to make it where it's not too strong, but you don't want it to be anything less than strong. So let's try this one, see if it, I don't think that's going to work. It does. Okay, because, you want to have a look. No, you don't want that one. Hold on. Okay, let's see, where am I going to use my light? Sometimes they work, sometimes not so much. Let's try that one. Nope, not going to work. How about with graphics? This one. Now, you can see that one's going to work because it's going to work. Now, the thing is you're going to take this and you're going to have to make it look like the light is coming from that area. Now, to do that, you're going to place your light in the area where that spotlight is going. And you're going to turn it until you get it exactly where the light is coming and shining from that area. Right? Okay. Now, by that being like that, I am going to take this and I'm going to cut it off. And let's cut off some more of that. And we're going to move it so it won't be so crazy. And turn it until we get it the way we want it, right? Now, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a spotlight here. Duplicate that. Turn it and put it in there, right? Now, that's a little too strong, so we're going to take some of that transparency, and we're going to knock it down a bit. So we're going to make it where, boom. It's not as strong. You want it to be strong, but not too strong. You want to make sure that area is inside the light area, where that thing is, as much as possible. So there. Let's do the same for this one. Take some of the opacity or the transparency, make it a little bit more transparent. And then we're going to make sure that it's turned and it is inside that box area of the lights. All right. Now, that's not correct completely. What the heck? That is not it. That's my thing. I'm going to go to my position because I can't figure out exactly which one it is. It's saying that's the right one. And we are going to turn, not that one. And I had that one just right. It's inside there. And there it is. I'm lost, Miss Mary. Tell me what you're trying to say. Okay, now we got that in the light area. And let's move it. Hey, Shay, can you text Miss Mary and tell her okay. Let them know to go on my page. Okay. Now, all right. So we got that in the right area, right? So both of them are pretty much inside that light. And boom, let me just bring it over a little bit. Why am I keep on messing with this? Okay. It's inside the light. We want to bring this back because it's you don't want that sitting on top of the lights, or you do not want it and you want it to go behind pot out. Okay, so it's behind your thing, and you can see more so now what is not where it's supposed to be. Oh, that is not where it is. And come on, boo. All right, let's make it smaller. Why am I steadily hitting the wrong thing? Okay, let's hit this one. Oh, that's the reason why everything acting up. Okay, so we're bringing it in. We're making sure that it's inside the light area, so it will look like it's coming from there, right? Now, what we're going to do, you're not just going to leave it there. What do you need? You need a little smoke. Let's go with it. Go with that smoke. Ba-da. Now, what color smoke do we want? We want, I want to say, can we go with something that ain't too strong? I don't like these little filtery ones. They look too funny for me. I could go with something like this. How about an orange smoke? Let's see what happens. Why do I always have to change up what I said I'm going to do? I don't know. Weird is what it is. Okay, so let's take this and see what happens. I'm going to bring a little bit of that smoke in there. I don't like that. Let's see what happens if I take some of that opacity out of it. I do not like that. I'm going to see what happens. Well, it's not too bad. And then let's get us some regular smoke. Not going to work. Not for me, it ain't. I'm going to go with some white smoke. Just some regular smoke. Give me some regular smoke. Into that in there. And I don't want that type. What about that? That might work. Let's see. I'll take that opacity down because it's a little strong for me in that little bit of an area, right? I don't think I'm going to make it with that either. Let's see what happens. And we are moving in and going down. But again, I don't like that opacity. It's too strong for me. I want it to be smoky because, you know, when you got all those lights going, it's always going to be smoky when you're looking up or looking on the field or whatever. It's never, ever just, you know, without smoke. It's smoky. I guess it's too many people there. So anywho, we take that and we're going to bring it back so it will look decent. Okay? Pot out. Let's go into our position and let's take both of these back. We're going to hit our shift button and hit both of them at the same time. I do want it. Do I want that behind the lights? Yes. And that should, even though, okay. Now it does have to go behind the thing. And that does look a little bit better. Now, let me go back in here, y'all. I'm sorry. Forgive me, but sometimes you just don't like what you see. I'm going to take this opacity back down some, just a little bit more so it won't be so strong, right? And then I'm going to do the same on the other light. and it makes a difference, even though it's a small change, but it is a change and it makes the difference, right? So let's go on ahead and try and hit this thing and duplicate that again, and we're going to bring it down because it's never one of those things that you will see where there's no smoke. It's always smoke. I don't care what you say. A stadium is going to have smoke. I don't know if it's not because they smoking, but it's going to be a smoke somewhere, right? So let's go on ahead and put that there, but we're going to bring this one down too, because we don't want that in front of nothing. You don't want it in front of your graphics. Okay. And trust me, I don't know if you all can see it, but that looks different to me. You don't want that, even when you're watching TV, you just don't want that look to be without any structure, background, or whatever. It just does not look right when you don't have, you got something in it. If you ever look at a TV or any type of film and it's just so bright and so colorful, it just doesn't look like it's real. So what do? We jump up and we try to do the same thing with our graphics. And this here, actually, I need to bring that up some, just a little bit. All right. And it kind of mixes in with it when you go in close. What do y'all think? So let's see. Before we hit this last piece on here, not that I know what I'm gonna do, because I don't. I just don't. Let's see who we got in the room. Anybody, if you have anything, hey y'all, look at who we got in here. We have Katrina is here. Thanks for coming in, Katrina. Yes. And Traci. Oh, we're gonna add Traci to the stage. I was in my Canva stage. I can't do nothing. So can you? I see you now. Can you see me, Traci?
Can you?
Can Traci see
you?
Huh? Do you all see a Traci? Do you all know Traci?
I love you too.
Traci is celebrating her hubby's birthday this weekend, y'all. So but hey, Miss Mary, thank you. I know you running for church. I know that. I started 7:30 a.m. My thing, and 9:00, 9:20, we done. I used to love that time. Anyway, let's go back. We're gonna keep on going. So let's go on to, we're going back into Canva, y'all. Okay, so we got our thing in Canva. We got that one side. Now we got to figure out what is we gonna do on the other. I don't even remember because I did one. Hold on, let me see what I did before. I swear I don't remember nothing. Here, is that where it is? Nope, that's not it. Y'all stop looking at all my other stuff. And I know I can't keep up with nothing, but again, this is not what okay, here it is. What did I put on this side? So, oh yeah, okay. Y'all didn't see that. Don't look at that. Hold on. Okay, let's get
I cannot. It's too early in the morning.
Y'all don't look at that. Okay, so now what did I do? I actually went into stop laughing at me, y'all. I went into the and this one I think I actually did this one in Canva, and they told me that all of my stuff that I did was in that hold on. It was in Canva AI, but the Canva AI went into Dreamlab. That's the name of it. That's the name of it. Okay, so why don't I just show you? Why don't I go to Nope, it ain't in Canva AI. So let's just say I go back. Nope, that's not it either. Because y'all know what? A sister cannot think. I don't want to go to templates. Because when I hit Canva AI, is it Magic Media? Nope. It is. Why my Dream Lab ain't here? Y'all know a sister got a little bit of a crazy
It should be
streak
on the
in her.
home.
So I'm gonna have to go over here into nope, not that either. So why don't I go and do this? Okay, why don't I go to home here and not Canva AI, but where's my Dream Lab? That's what pisses me off is when they move stuff. You know my stuff
Behind who right
is
there?
old and I can't do.
Canva AI is right there.
I know, but it's not in here no more. Remember? Okay, more.
But Dream
Okay,
Lab,
there we
isn't it
go,
under
right there. I
others?
hit it. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. So here I go, right? So I'm just letting y'all know, just in case somebody, of course, everybody. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on. Okay. So here I put in, this is what I use. And I think they did a great job. What y'all think about these? I said, create an image of a group of nice looking African American men in all different shapes and sizes at a Chicago football game viewing in an open garage viewing area. So I don't know about you all, but I know in Shy, and that's all I'm used to, they opened up them garages, because in Chicago we had more alleys, right? So it was more like everybody opened up their garages on Sundays. Everybody had their groups that they was doing. They go down the alley and chit chat with one another because everybody was doing a viewing. So everybody's garage is open and everybody is enjoying the game together, right? So I asked them to do this, right? Did the little thing, and this is what they came up with, right? So, how about this? This is what I came up and I used this because I don't know what the hell some of this stuff is that they got. Excuse my language. But anywho,
Where are the women?
huh?
Where are the
What you
women?
say?
Where are the women?
Excuse me. I don't want to see no women. I want to see some hard legs sometime. We'll do a woman. Hold on. Excuse me. Don't be messing with my flow, Traci. You do it on your time. Let's get it. Because we gonna pass it off to you. You gonna do it on your time. Now, I ain't got no man at home. Something different if I did, but I don't. So let's go. Copy that image, and we're gonna bring it up into our, because they put my Canva on a different design in a different area. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna paste this one here, right? Okay, and I didn't actually take this one away. I actually just put two photos in and pot out, right? I put a photo here because my brothers is out here. I love seeing y'all. I'm sorry, forgive me, but I love seeing men together, enjoying, working men that do the business that they supposed to do, and they supposed to live. I mean, they working hard. They're going against everything that the other people's going against them with. So I just love seeing men that are about their business, that enjoy themselves with other brothers that about their business. So that's just one of them things I like. So anywho, now y'all like somebody else on the football field, you use your own people. Anywho, I took some orange smoke. Y'all leave me alone. Leave me alone. I ain't think about y'all. Leave me alone. Okay. Anywho. All right. So we got one of them. And then actually I did it with two. So let's just say we're going to go back and we're going to pick up another one. This one is actually a different one because as you can see, this is typical male behavior. Got the thing with the beers in it. They got the football on there. They got the wings going. They talking stuff. They got the cup in their hand. Baby, that is what you call real stuff going on. But anywho, so say this is That's the same people that kind of look too much the same. Let's go with this one. We're going to copy this one. Go up here, hit these 3 magic dots, right? Copy image. And then since they want to mess with my flow, we're going to put them right here. Paste. But, right? Okay, now, so we're going to take them because this is just how our garages be looking. And I love it. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all best to get some business and leave me alone talking about me and my men. Anywho, okay, here we go. So there we go. You got my men. And I just don't want to leave it like that, right? That's just 2 different pictures. So let's go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in a little bit. And I'm going to, Miss Mary, what's going on? But anywho, so let's go with some smoke. Let's get us some smoke. Kind of get a little bit. This is going to be a different type of smoke. So we're going to go with that orange to separate those 2 pictures, right? Okay. Do I have the space in between? Enter. So we wanted to kind of separate to a degree. How that look? And then I'm going to bring another one in here, kind of just make it. No, that's not. It's beautiful, but that ain't what I want. This is the time you can actually touch with other. How that look? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use both of those. All right, so we're going to take that and come and bring that in so you all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring this down so you can see one is a little bit darker than the other. I like that. And if, ooh, Stephanie, you messing with the wrong thing. If you want it to be a different color, you can always go in here and change it. Like, let's just say, I don't even want to mess with that one. I don't want to mess. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to duplicate it. And let's see what happens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's go with one of them blues. There you go. Baby. Booyah. We in there, right? So we got our little thing here. We're going on. We're going to booyah this. And we are going to make this separate our men. We're going to separate this area. And I don't want it to be too strong, but let's make it smaller. And it's just what you want. So say I want to flip this one and bring that to there you go. Okay, now I can take that and kind of sort of put it in between one and the other one. And doom and a doom. And that's still a little too, just not enough what I want. Okay, let's put this one in there with it. And we are going to make it smaller. And I don't want to cover them up, right? So let's just, why am I messing up? Okay, now this is what I want to do. And I don't want it to cover them up, but I wanted to kind of separate them. And boom. And let's see, can I take some of this out? I don't like it. Okay, let's do the same thing here. And I'm going to flip it right out so it can go into the graphic. Let's bring this down so I can see. I don't know if y'all can. I know I can't. And that's just that. But I don't want to mess my bear down up, but it's looking like that's what's going to happen anywho. Okay. And nope. Okay. And then what I am going to do is make sure it doesn't go into the next phase. And then I want to put maybe, nope, another orange. This orange, wherever it is. Yep. Where'd it go? Okay. And let's bring it here. Now, if you want with something like this, you can actually take it and you can, let's see what a gradient looks like. Even though I'm kind of digging this just like it is, but I don't like the fact that the sides is messed up. Let's see. Duplicate it, see what happens about bringing it over here. Because I don't like that where it's, that square is just sitting there. Let me see. And let's do this. We're going to have to take that, position it behind. See if it works. It may not. It didn't. Let's see how it works. Would it be over here, over here, over here? Okay, we're going to take it behind that. Let's bring this up here. Bring it behind there. Whatever. And it's kind of sort of separated. I don't like it. I got to do something. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't leave it like that. But anywho, this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to go for a gradient elements. Go for a gradient. You see if I can find one of them corner gradients that goes from one side to the next. Here's one right here. And of course, I'm going to take some of that opacity down because I don't like that strongness on it. Okay. And we can take that and put it on all the sides. Go up. I duplicated it. I'm going to flip it, bite out. Okay. And it kind of does something. I don't know what it does, but it actually makes it better. I duplicate this here. And I'm going to not necessarily do it there. I'm going to take some of the smoke out because I don't like it no more. Okay. And I'm going to flip that. Not you. Okay. We're going to take it and flip it. I thought I hit it, but evidently I didn't. Okay. And even though it's messing up with my bear down, y'all, I don't like that, but you can see what I'm talking about. Duplicate it again and put it in this corner. And we're going to flip it again. There we go. And we're going to bring this one up. And let's do this. I'm taking that out. I'm sorry. Delete it. Bam. It is what it is. And boom. And let's see. I think that will do it, y'all. So, hey, look, I'm not in, you know what? Usually I am the queen of put the what is the nutritional facts in there, but this is, to me, it's not about that. What do y'all think? Do you think we need that? I don't think we need it. I really don't. I really, really don't. I don't think we need it. So this is what I came up with for, you know what? Hold on. Never mind, I ain't gonna do it. I was gonna throw something up in this smoke, but I just wanted to look kind of whatever. Okay, so let me show you another one. That's when I first what do you call those things? Those for party favors. Everybody else, you know, we can actually do some other things. I want to get to some of the stuff that's not out there that much. And my next thing would be we got the chip bags. Everybody know how to take a little square, because we could take this square and put it on a bottle. But let's go here just real quick. Party favor mockups, MOCKUPS, because I don't want to just use that so much that like that's a t-shirt. I'm just not, we see those so much. We can do it. I can actually do another day and add that, but just to have those mock-ups. Okay, so here we have mock-ups that go on everything, but I don't like these, so boom, not gonna happen. All right, let's go with, how about cards? Okay, you want to see what I did? Let me show you. It's the easy way of doing a card. Let's go and add a page. Pot out. We're gonna go in. What is card size? Card size is, let's go with the inches. The width is 2.5 inches. That's a traditional poker size, okay? It's 2.5 inches, and the height is 3.5. Okay, let's go with that. Let's do something different, and then I can always add extra stuff to it. Okay, now with this, you really don't need much of anything. Now, this is the funny thing that I picked up. Okay, so let's go with this frames. Let's go with that and see if we can go with a square frame first. Now, SQU, I have to speak out loud, because if I don't, I forget what I'm doing. Bam. Okay, let's go with it. So let's go with a square frame or a rectangular frame. RECTANGLE, right? And I'm going to show you something that I have not seen. Now, I bet you now that I put it in here, I bet y'all it won't come up, because I've seen it before and I've never seen it. Here it is. This is it. This is actually a card, but I don't like that card. Okay, this is actually how that card came up when I did it. Say we take this, and I don't like this color, so don't get happy. Okay. Now, say we took the, let's go in and go into the uploads, and we're going to go for the graphic that we have, which is this, right? And say we put it in there, right? And boom, let me see if it'll let me adjust it. Come on now, it won't. But anyway, so we take this and we're going to make this white, right? And this is not how I had it. It won't let me adjust it. I hate when it don't let me adjust it. But let's just say we had this, and you put your Ace of Kings and all this other stuff in there. So say I take this. Let's go with the Ace. Boom. Now we're talking hypothetical, y'all. I'm just saying this is another way you can do it. And let's take this and flip it. Okay, so say I did this. I took out the background, right? And then I make it fit to where the Ace of Hearts go on either side. I don't like the way this looks, but it's another way that you can do it. Control, okay? You can add your ace, and it can go in. Now you'd have to actually pick another frame, but let's take this BG remover again. Remember when we go into the second time, once we go in that second time, we can actually move stuff, right? So we're going to take out that. And that's another way of doing it. And of course, I'd have to adjust it to make it where Ace of Hearts and the Ace of Hearts will fit in there. But this is another way of doing it. I'm just a traditional girl. Okay. So let's delete that and that and that. How about that? Okay. So say we want that ace of diamond, but that is not important. This will be the inside. You will make it where it would not go outside that line. Remember that the line that's there is for your bleed, right? And within the bleed, come on, thing. You adjust it. And it's weird because you really, really got to make sure you do everything correctly. And let me bring this up a little bit more so I can see it. And I'm going to bring this where that line is hitting. And mind you, okay, so that is where that is. Now, this is the funny thing about it is, let's go with this one. It's just the way I have it, the cards that I have. I would have to actually BG remove the inside because it had this line in it, right? And this line is not just on here, but that line that's on the inside would really have to be taken out. So that's how we do our outside. We're going to add a page, pot out, right? Now, when you add this page, what are you doing? You're doing the face. I guess the face is when it's looking at you. So this is the outside of the card. We're going to take that image and we're going to take it and we're going to put it inside of the image, right? That looks good, right? So we want to add it. We want to add a, what do you call it? I want to add a color. So here I want to change that color and go in and add my color. So, you hit up here at your background colors because that's what you're looking for. And you're going to find the background color that you want to put on. Yuck. Okay, that's not it. Better. It's still not the color that I want, but that's it. Okay, and that matches completely with what I have. There is the back of your cards. You got your face and you got your front. Now, this is the template because I've been having problems that I've been having. Now, I'm going to add my page. That page is going to be the template that I use for my cards. Okay, the custom size of that one is going to be in inches, and it's going to be 8.5. Nope, no, it's not. It's going to be 11 by 8.5. You could do it either way, but it's easier for me just to look at it that way. I'm just weird like that. And I'm creating that image, and I don't want nothing on that background, right? Okay, now we're going to take this down so I can see it. All right, now I'm going to add my template. All right, and I am going to upload, and I'm putting it here, right? Now, this is a template that I created, and it's 8.5 by 11. Remember, outside of the line is your bleed line, right? So you take your image and take it to exactly that area where it's hitting the inside the bleed line. You got this right here on the inside. If you take it and you move this, you'll see that that's exactly where it is. You're making sure that it's flush with the line. Right? Now, inside of here, I do believe in taking these the template area. So we're going to go back into elements and going to hit a rectangle. Right? And I'm only going to do a few because I have to do it correctly, right? A rectangle and move. And I'm going to take it over to all. Why is it saying frames all? A rectangle. Hit it. There's your rectangle, right? Now, The rectangle you're going to hit because it has the sides that you want. You can go to the you can do the vertically or you can do it horizontally, and it will not be locked in the frame where you started from. So, of course, we are not by the frame. Again, the frame, the outside of this, we are going to make it fit inside here, right? Now, this is just for the first piece now. So let's go in. I don't know why I do it this way. I'm weird like that. Everybody else can do it the opposite way. And it may even make more sense. But you're going to take this and bring it up and bring it flush, right? You're going to go all the way down. And sometimes it's just best to do it bigger so you can see exactly where your lines are. And you're going to go on the inside, but you're going to go flush. Here, inside, flush. And then you're going to go over and do the same. It's the inside, but it's flush, right? Now, what are we going to do? We're going to change that to an orange because that's the color of my bears, right? Now, that's just to get us started. Then you can use the same one all the time. What you're going to do is, let me bring this down from 317%. You're going to go back to your uploads. You're going to bring in your image. Because you can't see it through here, I usually take it and go in and do the same thing on the inside. All right. And what I do is I make it big enough where you can see that it's right there up under. Bam. But flush. Right up under, but flush. Right up under, but flush. And then I'm going to check on the other side, right? If I can figure out where it is. Move. There we go. Still needs a touch, just a touch. Not completely, but okay. So now we have it, right? Now this is the funny thing. I know I could have did it the other way. Everybody else would be doing the same thing, but that's the way I do it. So I go and I duplicate the orange, right? And I stick it behind that. I stick it behind the graphic, okay? Because that way I can see everything. It's just the way I do it. Anybody can do a different way, whatever is best for them. But for my eyesight, for my old eyesight, I just take it and I touch it up. And why is it that is not completely okay? Are we there? And then we're going to take it and we're going to go into position and we're going to take it and put it behind your graphic, right? And why is this acting up? I don't know. But that's the way it's going to be. Now, why is that fun? I must have hit something. Now, okay. Now, we got that in there. Perfect, right? You could probably take these two. Take this one, hit it, shift it. You got them both together, right? And you lock them together or you group them together, right? Copy it. I hope I didn't mess up, but not that. I don't even know how that happened. Delete. Okay, copy that. Just hit duplicate and place. I can't see it, so I have to bring it over. And y'all, I'm not the best at doing this. I have to actually open and close and open and close. It takes me a few minutes, so I'm not going to continue to do this over and over again. But you get to see exactly what has to be done because you know why? I always move it a little more than it's supposed to be, even at 300 pieces or whatever. 300 degrees, I have to actually work with it to make sure it's not outside of the boundaries, right? So it's there and it's good on that boundary, right? And it kind of sort of went where it belonged. No, no, no. Undo that. And then we're going to take this one and bring it over just one more, right? Now, so we have this in order. You do that for all 10 of them. Now, this is the funny thing. When you get ready to do your printing, because I know we all have had problems with your with printing your cards. One of the things that you can do is, let me see, where am I? I am going to go. No, I didn't want to do that. I want to go to me. Let's take this off. Okay. One of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure that you are placing your arrows in the right direction. That's what we have to do. We have to place our arrows in the right direction. And what happens is when you place your arrows in the right direction, you're going to do one on one side, one on the other. Now, let me show you some of the mistakes that I had. That's the reason why I want y'all to see some of the mistakes that made. Well, I don't know if it's so much mistakes, but the learning curve of how to work it, right? So here is some of the, when I printed the first set, this is how it came out. It fit up and down, but it didn't fit. Wait a minute. I got to learn how to do this the right way. It didn't fit the opposite direction. You can see that it was here. But when you turn it around, I don't want to turn around the wrong way. You can see that it was working here. But of course, that's where I cut from. I cut from here. Now, the second time I cut, and it did the opposite thing. And then here. So that's telling you, you have to really set. I got to learn to do this the other direction. You got to learn how to set it up. Now, that last time, I'm almost there, y'all. And when I actually get it 100%, where's the one that I actually did? Okay. When I get it 100%, you're gonna know. This is what I got the last time I did. Okay. Now, what happened was, instead of me just working with those lines, I worked with the arrows. And let me tell you how. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna share my screen again. Ooh. Add to stage. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. And I'm going to go to my Trusty Dusty. This is where I go all the time. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do without them after they close out, because evidently publisher is going to be gone. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. That's my uncle's obituary I had to do. Okay, anyway. So I don't think this is the one that I did. So what happened was, okay, here we go. This is, and why is it acting up? Okay, so this is my problem. I always do stuff. Stephanie, don't move that. Okay. When I do stuff, I actually, instead of throwing it away, I actually just move it to the side. So forgive me. Now, instead of using that line, because it's supposed to be 8.5 by 11, it depends on the format. So instead, I use the arrow, and that's what the arrows are for. When you go and you push it in, you take that arrow and use that arrow as your guide at the tip, right? Now, don't make the same mistake that I have made. And again, like I said, these came out pretty good. This cut came out pretty good. But make sure when you feed it into your printer that you put the arrow on one side, right? And then the next time you're going to take it and you're going to take this side. So say this side is here. So this will be 1. And then you have this. No, not the football. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have did that. Where is it? Okay. Now, so is this it? Please say that it. Okay, there we go. So if you feed it from one side when you start, and you're going to take the arrow and you put it there, right? So say you hit it here, right? Once this side, this one has the writing on the bottom. The other one has the writing on the top, doesn't it? Unless I did that wrong. Okay, so that's what the difference is that you're going to make. Hold on 1 second, because I have to turn it. I'm sorry. So you're going to turn it when you feed it the second time. I think I went too far. Okay. Because it was one time, I was like, oh, 100%. I think that's in the right direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that is 100 up and 100 down. I even tried it with, and this is with this is with a PNG. I've tried it with a PDF. It didn't work. I tried it everywhere. I know a lot of people are having the same problem. But again, if you use this method where you actually take those arrows and you put one in one direction, one in the other, as you can see, the printing is here on one side, the printing is there on the other. Guess what? Look at where the lines are. They're right there where they belong. You can see the background is in the right spot and the front is in the right spot. And that's what you're going to be working with. Everybody got me? And that's the, let me see. That is the thing that I worked with. Going back to the Canva. And that's how I worked it. Everybody will have their own cards. You take your card, your faces of your card, and you put them on the canvas. Now, some may be able to work that PDF. I have not gotten it to work with PDF yet. I just haven't. Has anybody had it to work with PDF? Anybody? I know it takes a little bit more time than what I got here. So that would be that, right? One more thing. 10:34, 10:30. 2 minutes, right? Okay. Here we go. Let's go with depending on your tumbler, cup, whatever. And I love the one that Traci did for her husband, but the tumblers, just getting back into that. Let's go back into Canva, and I'm going to use preferably, I'm going to add another one. Let me make this smaller. Going to add a page because my tumblers, and it depends on your tumbler size, inches. I am going to make that is 11.1 inches. That gives me just a little bit of a bleed line on the width by a 8. Is it 8? 8.75? Y'all, don't have me line. I think it's an 8.25 or something like that. Let's just say 8.25. Depend. Everybody has to measure their own what you call it, their own Tumblr, right? And it's the same with anything else. Only thing you're doing is you're going into your uploads, and I think I have a bigger one because I actually uploaded. There go my babies. You can see I've been in Katrina's classes, right? Okay. I've been in Katrina's classes and Tuck's classes and Q's classes. So let's just say this. All right, let's go into my bam. Let's go go into my desktop. We're going to go into temporary photos. That's where I keep everything that I'm working on at the time, right? And I put in statement sports challenge, right? And within that sports challenge, I be doggone. There that thing is that I'm supposed to be using. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I think this one is the one that I'm going to be bringing up because it's a larger piece, right? That is not what I want to do. But guess what? Okay, cool. We're going to bring in, upload my file. I'm going to go to Sports Challenge. And I'm going to go to this one. And it's really easy with your Tumblr because your Tumblr is nothing. It's just basically you taking your Tumblr and filling it up and then putting it on a a sheet and printing it backwards or whatever. And I can lose some of that, but I can't lose that C. Bam, right? And then you put that on there. That's the first one that we did. It isn't my updated one, but there's for your Tumblr, and that will get you to the things. Now let me show you some other stuff. I'm just letting you see some of the things that have been done in between, and I'm going to have it open for you. But let's just say you want, bam, look at that. I did my football. I don't even know how I left it downstairs, but my football is there. What did I do? I'm gonna go with an 8x8, and I know I got this in something else. And we can go into something else there later, but these are for our party favors. And this is the funny thing. I actually did a sheet showing how. Let's go with that BG remover. And bam. Okay, so I don't know where my stuff be disappearing to. Let's go here and I'm gonna show it to you. Let's go to that other canvas sheet. That's the playing cards. As you can see, this is where I did all of my work. There's the one that's updated. This is the one that we did. No, this the one we did. No, it ain't. One of them is. But anywho, I added a couple of things to the design that we did, and that will be where it is. Now, as you can see, you can be working until times get better, trying to do all of the things that go with your party favors. As you can see, there's my football. There's another one and another one. I put 3 people on there, plus the actual team. And here, This is what I did to make the football easy, right? I created it in a 4.75 by 8.75 by 4.25 or something like that. Anyway, this is how I created it, and I added it to the football. Make it easy on yourself. Why would you make it harder? I wish I would go through this thing and go inside of a football canvas and then, like, okay, say I double this in, duplicate it, and we're going to go over this next week. But why would I do that and work on the inside of that when I can actually take one of these, create it, and then just add it inside the football? Makes sense, right? Makes sense. To me, it do. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe not so much. But that's how I rationalize everything, y'all. Oh, and listen to her. Okay, next week, Traci gonna do some Tennessee things. Tight. Oh, Tennessee with Titans. I had no idea. I ain't never seen them before. I don't know why. But I told y'all I ain't watching no doggone football until I until I actually came here. I really didn't take time out unless they were winning. I had time for it. So you all, so now we have done a couple of favors. We have done a couple of favors. I want to show you kind of sort of like a mock-up that you can use. I'm going to bring it into the background. Let's see. Not that. Let's let y'all see how these things go. Not that. There. Okay, so you can't see that, but I want you to see. Now that I know where this stuff is, I'm going to add something to the background just to show you. Because I couldn't find it. I swear I couldn't. And if I can't find it now, I know it's something wrong with me. There we go. And let me go down. Because I knew I just seen it. Why is it I can't see nothing? Okay, temporary. And then we're going to go into Sports Scrum Day Challenge. And here. It's coming. It's coming. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I know that you can't see it completely, but again, you want to make sure that you do something with your background and make sure that you brand your information. And just to show you one more thing, and then we're going to let y'all go. Just to let you see one thing, that would be the, what do you call that thing? I'm going to put this in the chat just in case y'all want it. And you may not. I just want to show it to you. So let's just say this. This is it. Can you all see this? Oh, no. I got to do this one more time. Okay, let's go with here. Okay. Let's go into here. Okay. So can you all see this? I see it. Okay. So it should be opening up completely. That is the background that I chose and could not find it for nothing in the world. Just want you all to see some of the things that I had created. They really did. This is what I was trying to show you all how they do. But this is what they did to it. And it wouldn't let me cut it out. But I want you to see the prompt. And I'm going to take that prompt just in case y'all want to use it on something. And then you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to take that and stick it in the comment section. Oh, here it is. I'm like, where's my thing at where I can actually post? I don't know if it's gonna work. If you all can see it. So here's the prompt in there that you can use if you like, and it will give you like a background where it is sitting on the around the arena of your background, and you can see, some of the things that I put everything in there. I kind of put the game stuff in there because that's something that we like to do. Put in the stuff that would be for the snacks and stuff like that. I put that in there. Also, I put in, I'm going to be doing some dominoes, y'all. Y'all should have saw the mess that I created. It was awful. It was awful. It was awful. I swear it was awful. It was awful, but I'm gonna get it right. I'm thinking that my stuff was old and it was messed up. So I bet you I won't do it no more. I bet you I use this stuff I'll be using it as needed when I buy it. So I ordered some stuff today, and next week I will try to have up something. Prayerfully, I'll get it right and I'll put it on my thing. Okay. So you all have the prompt that I gave. Just to do a wrap up, we have done, and there's no way in the world that we could do all of those party favor that could be done. But we've done a chip bag, which is always something that we do. We do a chip bag. We did what else? Some cards. We did a tumbler, and just letting you know how to switch it up, because last time, the first day one, we actually showed, which we have been doing in our series before, how do you change the size for everything. We've done that, and we are where we should somewhat be. Next week we will be doing, no, not next week, because today is Sunday. Wednesday is the next live at 7:30 p.m. I have caught up on making sure that my allergies are not crazy. I'm going to make sure that I do not mess up with that, right? And with me not messing up, that means I should be ready to come up, because this heat is the medication that I take. I'm not supposed to be out in the heat. There's number one, and I keep on doing it, but I get tired of being in this house, and I get tired of being up under this computer. But anywho, so needless to say, that I am so happy that everybody has come in and everybody took out that time, because you didn't have to. And thank you all for taking out the time to be with Gia's Designz and KaOtic Kreationz on our Game Day Profit Playbook. Series number 2. Series number 3 is going to be at 7:30 on Wednesday. And prayerfully, I'll get some of the stuff done that I did not get done now. Okay? So you all, I do want to thank you so much. And see, prayerfully, I'll have some stuff that'll be uploaded. Prayerfully. Anybody have any questions by any chance? Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It has truly, it's a blessing when I have somebody watching. It's not just me. I thank y'all so much. And we are going to let you go unless you got something to say, Traci. Don't go there. Don't go there. See, you see how silent she be on me. You see what I'm saying? You see how silent she is. She go.
No, I'm good. He left to go watch the car.
Y'all go out last night?
We went to Red Lobster and was well disappointed.
Oh God, I have here. The Red Lobsters are horrible. Yes, totally horrible, and it's just I don't know. It's I don't
So we're
know
gonna
what to say.
try. It's a Brazilian steakhouse in Mesquite. He wants to try, so I'll take him out to eat today.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Okay, don't party too much. I ain't got nobody to party
No,
with, so
I have
don't
to
party
work tomorrow. Oh no, I'm not gonna party nothing.
Okay, so yeah, but okay, cool, cool. Y'all don't forget to like and share. Like, please like the channel and like today's video and like us and follow us on our social media channels, which is already posted. That would be KaOtic Kreationz.
Hey
Uh,
Tanya,
what Tanya at? I don't see
she just
Tanya.
came on.
Hi, Tanya. Let me see. Let me
Bye,
see.
Shay.
Hey, so yeah, thank y'all for showing up, and we are going to let you go. We've been on for almost 2 hours. I always try to keep it at an hour and a half. Thanks for coming, Tanya. Love y'all. So we'll talk to you all Wednesday
Seven
at
thirty.
7:30.
Oh, she said she been on.
Oh, has she? Thanks for
She said she
coming.
have.
I know I can't see, like, I would probably have to be on Facebook to see Facebook and stuff like
Okay,
that. But
I
yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah, so we can, but you all have
Love
a
you
blessed
too.
day. Love y'all. See y'all soon. See y'all Wednesday. All
Yep.
right. For part 3.